What's going on, everybody? It's Jack Blod here from Livid Instruments, and I'm very excited to bring to you today a couple of different things. Number one, first and foremost, featuring the Base II, brand new. It's totally awesome. It's going to be shipping quite soon, and we're excited to get that into the hands of all you wonderful people. And to celebrate that, I've put together a little set highlighting its capabilities, and we are going to talk about that. But probably more importantly, we're going to talk about how you, yes, even you, can win a free Base II. So let's check that out. Slideshow. Okay, Livid Instruments. We make stuff in Austin, Texas. We make MIDI controllers. Thanks for watching this video. The Base II. It could be yours. It could be all yours. How? Excellent question. Here's what you have to do. You have to watch this video, which you're almost done with that, so you're pretty close to being done. Good job. And then you got to download the material. It's in the description link. Number two, you got to make a cool song from the material that's provided and upload to YouTube, and then simply profit. Now we got a couple of more rules here. Stick with me. Only use the provided samples, please, and try and even the playing field a little bit. Plugins, we're not going to, just, I don't know. Just keep with the spirit of the contest, Just remember back when you were a youngin', you didn't have all these amazing plugins and stuff like that. Gotta keep it real for the little people. And if you don't have Ableton, that is absolutely fine. Just grab the raw samples, throw them into any sort of sampler. I'm using the simpler for most of these instruments here, and just set up the loop points, and you'll basically end up with what we have. And we'd love for you to participate. And there's going to be additional details in the description, like the official length and the official name that you should name your video so that we can find it. But yeah, basically we're just looking for a screen cap, a YouTube screen cap of your song and your set. If you're going to play it on a controller, we want to see that. Doesn't matter what type of controller you play it on, what DAW you use or whatever. Just name it the thing and use the cool samples that we have provided in the download below. And we will watch all the videos and we will decide which one arbitrarily we like the most. And we will give away a free Base II. Nice one. Okay, so now let's talk about this set and exactly what's going on here and how we're getting all this to work. And this will actually probably work on your original Base I controller. They do send the same MIDI notes. So if you wanted to duplicate what's going on here, that would certainly be possible. The first thing you're going to want to do after you open the set is go through the different launch modes here within Base. Get out of launch, out of device. You want to go to the user mode. And this mode, this set has been programmed from user mode 1. And now I'm just going to turn the lights on for you. This channel right here controls the lights. And if you want to get the lights to light up in a way that shows you what is going on, just make sure this MIDI 2 is set to your Livid Bass controls, and you should be all set to go. Play this clip, and then it will light up for the appropriate channels. And like you saw in the performance, we've got a bass over here, and we've got another bass over here. Well, it's the yoy thing. We got a lead. And we've got our poly. Cool. Now, we're going to take it a step further, take it up a whole nother level. And we've got macros for each one of these presets. So that's on the left slider. And on the right slider for that vertical channel is going to be 8 different sounds. So we got, right? So we've got a little bit of variety in there. So you can just go through and try and find and find some stuff that you like and stuff that you think matches. And then you can change the sound with the macros, and we've got this song making machine right here ready for you to rock. And then we just got some good old drum samples in there. You can reprogram these to whatever you want. And yeah, that's how the set works. Let's take a look at how it was built. We've got one channel here that is the bass input, and this rack is like the remapper rack. And what it does is it listens to the bass, and it takes the first note. Get on up there. It takes the first note, and you can see right here we're getting a C1. And just going on up the notes, we've just got one chain per note. From there, we change the actual note that's being sent out. So for this one, we're just dropping it down an octave, and then we're remapping it to velocity 1. We've got the mode on fixed, which means it's always going to send out whatever this says right here. And then we're going to confine it to the key because that's going to sound better. Okay, from there, we're going to grab the MIDI from this bass input, okay? And the rest of the magic happens in the rack that is located on the channel strips. Now, we've just got a pitch plugin here because to bring the notes up to where you can hear them. This is a very low note without it. This is our record enable button up here, by the way. So it's got this auto select thing on, and it just record enables all the channels. Okay, so if we take this off, super low, no bueno. So this is just to bring the notes up, and then we've got an octave right here. Just for a quick and easy way to get the stuff up and down where you want it. And then we've got our macro that is controlled by the first fader, and we've got our sound, which is controlled by the second fader, and then we've got our rack of samples. And we can see here in the velocity selector, we're getting all of the keys, so there's no filtering happen per key. But in the velocity section, we are only accepting notes that have the velocity of 1. And if you recall, we're remapping the velocity to 1 for a certain number of notes, and obviously it's going to be all the red ones. And so this ensures that this bass channel only receives these 8 pads here. And you just follow this all the way through to its natural conclusion, and you can map these notes to whatever you want, and you can create a dynamic, playable, set, a playground, loaded up with lots of cool samples. You could, of course, in your own time, take all these and add whatever presets and plugins or whatever to these different channels here and play them in the same manner. So if you wanted to load 4 bass sounds from Massive and get some crazy heavy electro stuff going, you could certainly do that. If you just wanted to do a whole bunch of different lead sounds and so on and so forth. So that's what's nice about this stuff, is it's very flexible and easy to use. Now, when you are going through and creating your incredible song from this content, feel free to just rip the whole set apart. You don't have to use it as is. You can just take these and bust them out into their own channels. And you don't necessarily, the point is not for you to play it the way that I did in this video. If you want to, that's totally cool. If you want to set up some cool sort of performance with your controller, like that would be the jam right there. So you would get 100,000 bonus points for doing that, but it is not required, and the points do not matter. So that about sums up what we got going on here. If you don't want to win a Bass 2, okay, that's fine. Please download the stuff and have fun with it. If you do want to win a free Bass 2, then you're a smart person, and please download the stuff and have fun with it. And that's what we got. we look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Thanks.